Hello students, welcome. In this video, we are going to learn about the place of articulation under the topic description of consonants. Let's start with a small recap. We have discussed that linguistics is the scientific study of language, including its structure, use, and acquisition. It deals with how people understand, produce, and use words and sentences to communicate their thoughts and ideas. Phonetics is studied to understand the physical properties of speech sounds, how they are produced, transmitted, and perceived, and how they vary across languages and speakers. This helps in accurate pronunciation, speech therapy, and understanding language evaluation and language development. Speech sounds are articulated by controlling the movement of air from the lungs and shaping it with the mouth and vocal tract to produce distinct sounds. This involves the use of various speech organs such as the lips, teeth, tongue, velum, that is known as soft palate, and the larynx. You might know it as a voice box. Remember, the positioning and movement of these organs along with the airflow determine the sound quality of speech. Speech sounds are the basic units of sound used in language. They can be described based on several physical properties, including manner of articulation, place of articulation, and voicing. Manner of articulation is how the active and passive articulators interact to produce the sound. Place of articulation deals with the location in the vocal tract where the airflow is obstructed or modified to produce the sound. Voicing is about whether or not the vocal cords vibrate during the production of the sound. These properties can be used to classify and describe speech sounds and to understand how they are produced and perceived. Places of articulation refer to the specific points in the vocal tract where the airflow is obstructed or modified to produce speech sounds. The active and passive articulators refer to the two elements involved in the production of speech sounds. The active articulator is the part of the vocal tract that makes direct contact with another articulator to produce a sound. Examples of active articulators include the tip or blade of the tongue, the lips, and the lower jaw. The passive articulator is the part of the vocal tract that provides a surface against which the active articulator makes contact. Examples of passive articulators include the alveolar ridge, the upper teeth, the hard palate, the soft palate, and the pharynx. The combination of active and passive articulators along with the airflow determines the specific speech sound produced. The main places of articulation are bilabial, labiodental, interdental, alveolar, palatoalveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. Bilabial sounds are produced by bringing the two lips together. For example, the sounds p, b, m. P as in purse and top, b as in back and cab, as in mad and clam are suitable examples. Labiodental sounds are produced by bringing the lower lip to the upper front teeth. Example sounds are f and v. F as in from and cough, v as in wine and have. Dental, or otherwise called as interdental sounds, are produced by narrowing the airway with the tongue and the space between the teeth. Example sounds are th and th, as it is in the word thick and bath. Th as in the word the and rather. Alveolar sounds are produced by the tip or blade of the tongue against the alveolar ridge. Example sounds are t, d, s, z. Palato-alveolar sounds are produced by the blade of the tongue against the alveolar ridge and the hard palate. Examples are sh and zh. Sh as in short or brush. Zh as in vision or measure. Palatal sounds are produced by the front part of the tongue against the hard palate. Y as in ear or U is the perfect example for palatal sound. Velar sounds are produced by the back part of the tongue against the soft palate, otherwise called as velum. Example sounds are k, g, ng, k as in car or pack, g as in gum or mug. The final place of articulation is the glottal. The glottal sound h is produced by the glottis, the space between the vocal cords. The sound h can be seen in the beginning of the words hot and heat. Students, let us recall all the places of articulation once again. The first one is bilabial, then labiodental, interdental, alveolar, palato-alveolar, palatal, velar, and glottal. Remember these places of articulation and practice the sounds, and happy learning.